Chapter 29. Making a Living. The early man led a nomadic life. Their needs in the primitive times were few. After some time, they started agriculture and began to live a settled life. They produced grains for food. Producing goods was perhaps the first occupation. Different other kinds of occupations got evolved by people according to needs and requirements. Occupation. The method of livelihood to earn a living is called occupation. Occupations can be divided into three categories. 1. Primary. 2. Secondary. 3. Tertiary. Primary occupations are those occupations which produce products directly from the natural resources, like agriculture, cattle farming, fishing, dairy farming, etc. Secondary occupations involve the conversion of raw materials into usable goods. Example, cotton textiles, which require processing of cotton. Tertiary occupations are those services that are required for distribution, like airways, railways, postal services, etc. Rural livelihood. Main occupation in rural India is farming. About 70% of people live in rural areas. They are mainly dependent upon agriculture. Agriculture influences almost every sphere of life in rural areas. Even those engaged in non-agricultural activities are indirectly connected with agriculture. Health and education facilities. Most of the villages now have primary health centers. In many of them, child and family welfare centers have been opened. State governments have employed doctors, nurses, and other medical helpers in the village. Much importance has been given to education also. Our farmers remained backward mainly because they were not educated. They are not aware of the modern scientific methods of agriculture. Now, many primary and secondary schools have been opened in the villages. In most of the villages, the basic schools are free and compulsory for children below 14 years. Other members of village community. Apart from farmers, agricultural workers, teachers, doctors, nurses, etc. also work in villages. Villages also have shopkeepers, blacksmiths, carpenters, potters, cobblers, washermen, etc. Urban livelihood. Urban people have different occupations to maintain their livelihood. People in urban areas are primarily engaged in secondary and tertiary occupations. Self-employed people are those who have their own business, such as shops or factories. They are not employed by anyone. They often employ other people to work for them. Casual or seasonal workers are those who are employed for short durations of time, depending upon when the employer needs them. They are usually paid at the end of each day or as soon as they complete the work. Therefore, they are also known as daily wage laborers.
Regular workers are those who work throughout the year in private or government offices,
factories, etc. Factories and industries. Factories and different kinds of industries are located in and around cities. These industries employ a large number of people as regular or casual laborers. People working in factories include managers, designers, engineers, machine operators, and laborers. Services. Shopkeepers. Cities have a large number of shops. These shops are owned by people. They are not employed by anyone. They usually run their own shops or employ other people to work under them. Vendors. In cities, a number of people also sell goods on the streets. They do not own shops, but sell their wares from street sides or carts. They are known as vendors. Vendors are usually not employed by other people. Other service providers. There are many doctors, teachers, nurses, bankers, postmen, drivers, government officials who work in the city. Call center employees have emerged as important service providers in recent times. They deal with complaints and questions from customers over the telephone regarding a particular company's product or service. Migration. Migration is a large-scale movement of people from one place to another, especially from villages to big cities, in search of jobs and better living standards. This phenomenon has resulted in urban slums, congestion, and overpopulation in big towns, cities, and metropolises.